Hello everyone, welcome back to Gemma Movie Recap. Today we will be going through an action, adventure, and drama movie from 2023 named Kandahar. Chill out and enjoy. But before we start, please support our channel by subscribing and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start. The film begins with scenes from Qom, an Iranian city. Tom Harris, a CIA operative, and his partner Oliver work as mechanics for a Belgian internet service provider. They enter a nuclear reactor plant's subterranean line and install a chip that allows the CIA access to the plant. When Tom leaves the line, the Iranian guards get suspicious of him and demand that he show them what he did. He plays them a football game on his phone, which has a fast internet connection, and Oliver claims their phone lines are now flawless. They recognize him and let them leave from there. After completing their task, when they are on the road, Oliver gets afraid of the Iranian Quds forces on their tail. Tom relaxes him, saying that their cover is tight. In the next scene, the CIA officials see the nuclear reactor plant where the Iranian scientists were secretly developing atomic bombs. On the other hand, Tom and Oliver successfully reach their safe house. He gets on the rooftop with his binoculars to see something, but he waits for that there. He gets a call from his wife that she wants him to be home on the graduation of their daughter Ida. He requests her to understand him as his job dictates everything, as his obligations as a CIA agent prevented him from giving his family the time and care they needed. Now she tells him that she also needs him to sign their divorce papers. He is doomed to experience a failed marriage. The CIA blows up the reactor in the late hours, destroying the entire nuclear reactor plant and its surrounds. Tom notices the deep smog from the safe house, confirming that the mission was successful. Simultaneously, the Iranian authorities has been keeping tabs on a British journalist named Luna Kujai in Iran. She learns of the CIA's persistent sabotage of Iran's nuclear projects via a whistleblower. The Iranian government, led by Army Colonel Assadi, intends to kidnap Luna and collect information from her. Tom bids Oliver goodnight and departs for the airport while still in the safe home. He asks him to burn everything before leaving the apartment. Concurrently, Iranian authorities abduct Luna and transport her to an unknown destination. Assadi threatens Luna's daughter and forces her to reveal all the details of the bomb plan. He hands her an Instagram photo of her and her daughter after she claims she is not a spy. He requests that she reveal whatever she knows about the nuclear project and the CIA's black ops. The Iranian leadership becomes aware of the CIA assets who put the device in disguise as Luna speaks out. Their images are broadcast by foreign media. With this knowledge, Assadi murders Oliver first and then flees to arrest Tom Harris. While Tom was in the Dubai airport, he received a text message from his coordinator, Roman. He meets him in his flat and assigns him a new task, similar to the one he had in Qom, but in a different section of Afghanistan. Tom denies the project and expresses his reservations, claiming that he has other family obligations and cannot handle this one. Roman convinces Tom that it is a 3-day work and that he would be back in time for his daughter's graduation ceremony. He blackmails him, pleading with him to do it for his daughter Ida, who aspires to be a doctor, and provides him a large sum of money that may be used to pay for her medical school admittance. Tom accepts and wants an Afghan translator after he tells him that he would continue to aid him in Afghanistan. Mo Mohammed Daoud, according to Roman. He claims to have recently returned from the United States. He briefs him on the assignment, explaining that the CIA wants a covert airport just across the Afghan border in Tabad, and that Tom will go in there and destroy Iran's whole nuclear program. He claims that no one will notice his presence. After consenting, he dispatches Tom to meet Mo at a remote location, where Mo provides him new clothes, and the two continue on their journey to Herat. After their arrival in Herat, the global news media shows the faces of Tom and Oliver. They also names them as the operative from the CIA responsible for the destruction of the nuclear facility. As their cover is now blown, the mission in Herat gets into danger. Roman calls Tom, informing him that his face had been exposed in the media and Iranians are coming after him after Oliver. He says the mission in Herat is postponed and that he must save himself first. Then Roman video calls his superiors in Langley that he promised to help Mo find Fatima in exchange for serving as Tom's translator. He also sought their help to get his boy out of the Afghani territory and tells them that Afghanistan is like a Cold War Berlin, Taliban, Pakistanis, Indians, Russians, Chinese, and ISIS. If any one of them catches Tom, will sell him to a higher bidder. When they explain they can't arrange anything special for them, he shows them a British covert operation that is about to fly in 30 hours from Kandahar. They agree to fly his guys on the plane. Mo arrives at the safe house while in Herat and is surprised to see him in such a hurry. He asks why he is burning all the papers, to which Tom says that their cover has been exposed and they must flee to an evacuation point in Kandahar. Mo takes his time to realize what is really going on. Meanwhile, General Asadi arrives in Herat with his spies, and ISI instructs their operative Nasir to capture Tom and sell him to a higher bidder. Tom understood the plan that they would be evacuated from Afghanistan on a British aircraft, but Mo and he had to make their way to Kandahar on their own. They get in an SUV and travel through the city to get out of it. Nasir sets out on a bike after his ISI chief's orders to capture Tom. The issue becomes more convoluted since, in addition to the Iranian intelligence leadership by Asadi, the Pakistani ISI and several Taliban factions were vying for Tom's capture. To distract their pursuers, Tom and Mo travel to a populated region, exchange their vehicle, and purchase a truck from a market. They deceive them and flee the scene. Asadi, on the other hand, notices Nasir and warns everyone to cross him as quickly as possible. Nasir becomes aware of them as well, and he eliminates the majority of the Iranian pursuers with a single bomb on their car before continuing his goal to capture Tom. Tom's experienced driving skills help them evade the chaos of explosions in the market, gunfire on the road, and relentless attacks as they escape from Herat. En route to Kandahar, the CIA tracks Tom's progress via satellite or high-altitude drones. Tom changes course and heads to meet one of their old allies, a Tajik warlord Ismail, and he texts this to his coordinator Roman. However, in a deserted terrain in Afghanistan, they needed to change the flat tire. Mo asks Tom what is going on, as he was only to be his translator and find Fatima. When Tom does not mention anything about the mission, he takes his suitcase and returns. Meanwhile, Tom fires at a hidden Taliban youth who is digging a bomb along the road. When Mo returns, he orders the boy to come out. The boy drops the remote and flees. Tom tells him the truth about the operation and informs him that the Iranians are on their track because he blew up their nuclear reactor the day before. Tom activates his remote, which detonates an IED. When they leave, Nasir appears, meets the boy, and learns where they have gone. At night, they found themselves confronted by Asadi's chopper. He attacks their truck and they have to abandon it because its engine bursts. Tom asks Mo to run and hide somewhere while he keeps firing at the chopper. He takes a temporary shelter behind a stone. Drops a bomb in front of Asadi and downs them successfully. This attack kills them all, including Asadi. Now Tom expresses his thoughts to Mo that he feels comfortable sharing his life with him. He tells him about his daughter and shows him her picture. Mo encourages him that they will find a way to get back to her. He also wishes to see his family back in Baltimore. The next morning, Tom and Mo travel to meet Ismail, the Tajik warlord who appears to be eager to assist them in escaping to Kandahar. Mo is surprised to see his cars and claims to know the warlord. They make their way through the desert and pick them up. The warlord greets them and offers them a delicious breakfast. Ismail discusses business with the Taliban at the table, and Mo becomes enraged by his claims of killing innocent people and labels him a traitor. He tells him that one of his previous attacks also murdered his kid. This infuriates Ismail, who stands up and offers him a gun, saying that a violent act must be met with another. Mo takes the gun and stands up. Tom's interference helps the matter to cool down and he throws the gun away after forgiving him. Tom follows Mo and says he had no idea that Ismail was the one who had killed his elder son. Mo says he killed his son and thousands more because people like Tom empower him. Mo felt betrayed by the unexpected encounter, but he forgave Tom too, recognizing that he was unaware of the tragedy and was only planning for their safe passage. Now one of Ismail's men delivers a truck to them and leaves. And they depart the warlord's camp. Ismail, on the other hand, betrays Tom and notifies the Taliban of their whereabouts. While on their journey, the Taliban ambush them and seize them. They have them imprisoned in their base. The CIA lost communication with Tom and was unable to contact Roman. However, Roman had purposely cut all contact with the CIA after joining the Afghan Special Forces. Roman launches an attack on the Taliban base where Tom and Mo were held, posing as an ISIS strike. Russell alerts Nasir to the attack. They sprint through their fields, smash up their vehicles with the rocket launcher, and launch an assault attack on their base. Roman goes inside to save Tom and Mo in the thick of the gunshots. Meanwhile, Nasir arrives there shortly and immediately recognizes that the attack was not orchestrated by ISIS and changes the plan to track Roman's truck. While on their way, Roman gets out of the door to kill Nasir, but he gets shot eventually. He asks Tom to run to the base while jumping out of the truck to face Nasir and stop him. Nasir kills him and continues following Tom on his bike. Tom and Mo watched him die and had to hurry to reach the base. After a while, Nasir, accompanied by his Taliban allies, surrounds Tom from the south and east. One of their bogies blows their truck near the fence of the base. Nasir orders his Taliban allies to stop forwarding and comes down to capture Tom. Now Tom comes out of his destroyed truck and they engage in a face-to-face altercation, but Nasir was shot in the neck. However, when they see that they are surrounded by enemies, Tom and Mo have resigned themselves to their fate, holding each other and bidding their final goodbyes. Tension gets higher in the CIA office and the chief makes the ultimate decision. He does not care about his job and authority and orders to bomb those Taliban vehicles to save Tom and Mo. Suddenly they bomb all the bogies, killing the Taliban fighters on the spot. Now some Brits arrive to rescue them and transport them to the airstrip, where they would be met by British forces. Tom's thoughts was burdened by the losses he had incurred on the journey as he hurriedly boarded the plane. Both Tom and Mo remembered Oliver and Roman's faces, but they realized they had to go on and return home. Tom promised Mo that they would go back to Afghanistan to find Fatima. The film concludes with both Mo and Tom safely returning to the United States. While Tom hugs his daughter and is relieved to have made it back in time for her graduation ceremony, Mo reunites with his family, bringing a sense of relief to his wife and younger son. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this and help the channel grow. See you.